podcast. I'm your host, Alex Woody. If you checked in with me live earlier, I'm sorry if you thought that was a suicide. I just had an empty chair and the music from the movie Fletch playing, and it kind of looks like a crime scene behind me. It looks like I'm in a torture chamber. It looks like I'm in the Middle East and I'm held hostage because I'm not circumcised. It's crazy, and it's crazy that my guest didn't answer the phone. I was like, hey, I need you on in 20 minutes. I took 30. I'll give him that. I took 30 minutes. I'm a little late, like some people. Won't name names. And now he's not answering. See, this is the joke. This is what comedians do. I called him and I acted like I was on the podcast. And I was like, hey, just kidding. Just calling to say hello, but can you do the podcast in 20 minutes? You know? Oh, yeah. That, or he ate a bunch of Doritos and he's just out like a light right now. You know? It's midnight in the Bay, and people say that nothing good happens after midnight. Really? Have you had tacos after midnight? Huh? Have you been to a diner after midnight? Have you heard of drugs? They don't come out until midnight unless you got a problem, right? You know you don't have a problem with drugs if you can wait till after midnight to do them. You know? Women don't get in the mood until after midnight, all right? Until it's been dark for a while, they're like, okay, the coast is clear, I could sleep with you. I just didn't want anyone to see that I banged you because you're fat. That's a hit towards me, not you, Mom, sorry. But yeah, we're having fun here with you. I haven't done a podcast for like 2 weeks. I honestly, since winter showed up, I've just been recluse, dude. I've been peeing in mason bottles. The fingernails are long. No, I chew them. And I don't pee in mason bottles. I pee in the toilet. I'm a man. But actually, it's kind of more manly to pee in mason jars. That's actually pretty cool. Maybe I will start doing that. But I will say it is good to be back. If the guest ever shows up, that would be great, you know, because we were hanging out with Mary Jane and her sister IPA, and the brain's just mush. You ever have oatmeal brain where you just can't think? Dude, no joke, I couldn't think the other day until I took like 3 shits. And then I was like, oh my God, the body is somehow connected to the asshole. My brain is definitely in the shitter a lot of times. Wow. And I'll say this too about pooping, not to be crude or anything, but I was feeling depressed Sunday. And I just couldn't shake it. I'm pounding this, I'm smoking this, and I still feel horrible. And I took the biggest dump. I mean, one where you're twisting the bodies like demonic, dude. I look like the girl. My head was about to go spin around. I was ready to pick up green stuff and call my mom a whore. It was just that terrifying of a shit and painful. But when I got through it, I went in the other room and I sat down. I couldn't believe it. I was not depressed anymore. They say sometimes, religious people say, well, the demon got in you, that's why you're depressed, it's the devil. Does the devil live in your ass? Because I think I casted him out. I mean, I felt normal. It was like when that came out and pushed out the neurons and the exons. I'm not a scientific guy, but it all just connected, and fuck, dude, I was able to add a little bit. Like math came back, and I still was a piece of shit that day. And just played video games and watched movies and football. You ever do that? You watch football and then you're pounding beer, and then you're like, I feel like a piece of shit. Why didn't I hit something with a hammer? I'm at that age where I gotta start building shit or doing shit around the house, or I feel like, Marilyn Manson's male whore, because that guy was lazy. You know what I mean? He just waited for the vampire to wake up to fuck him, right? No one's fucking me, but Really, it's sad, but it's good that no one's fucking me. I should be fucking them, right? But well, in today's society, it's kind of, I guess, politically correct to let people fuck me now. But that's another story and another discussion with the therapist. But yeah, just man, just lazy bum. Been lazy. But yeah, we are back. I hope this new mic I'm using is working. And I am looking at you guys, but I'm also looking at the little message icon to see if my guest is going to show up. You know? What's the deal with blind and deaf people when they don't understand you? The podcast starts in 20 minutes. I guess you got a disability, but come on, guy. That's a lie. He's just a fat guy. Which, you know, people say that's a disability. Oh my God, I'm obese. You know, I got a condition. Yeah, you got a condition of laziness. I'm right there with you, guy. A couple jerks, a couple football games, IPAs. That's my day, right? I mean, nothing would be built if everyone was like me. Thank God, God molded different people. If he's real, He molded different people. Okay, let's make an intelligent one. You know, a deviant. You know, a racist. He made all these different people, and he made me lazy. And now I feel like he's okay. I think we hung out with Mary Jane too much. I feel like a pastor right now. But yeah, we're changing. We're building. I haven't built shit, but I feel like I need to. Have you had Chick-fil-A sauce? It's wonderful. I didn't know you can buy it at the store, and I bought two. You know, one and then one for the next day. I'm telling you guys, I feel disgusting the amount of Chick-fil-A sauce. I feel like if I had P. Diddy money, it wouldn't have been baby oil in that room. It would have been Chick-fil-A sauce because I'm putting it on everything. I have a problem. If there's like Chick-fil-A Anonymous, I'm there, guy. I got a story about putting Chick-fil-A. I don't even want to tell you what I've put it on because the combination of it is like I would be arrested for. And I ain't talking about, you know, spraying kids with it and licking it. I'm talking about putting it on fucking cereal, guy. I'm that close. I'm that close. It's so good. But I'm not eating bread. Unless it's after midnight and then it's bread. Oh my God. You ever tell yourself all day, I'm not going to have a piece of bread. Not going to do it. And then she brings home a huge thing of Hawaiian bread and she's like, oh, it's not for you. It's for the kid. Yeah, it's here. It's staring at me. Now I'm walking back and forth, and there's just this bag of Hawaiian bread just standing there. And they're little, and they're cute, and there's a bunch of them. And every time I walk through the room, it's looking at me. If you don't think by midnight I'm cracking in some of those with the Chick-fil-A sauce and fucking... If I can't find meat, I'll make meat, dude. I'll fucking... You ever fry something up as a man? You fry up some beef in a pan, and you just, you're primal. I'm ready to fight someone way smaller than me, maybe with Down syndrome. I'll fight someone, though, you know? I'm primal. Dude, I'm a pussy. If I'm in a fight, I'm picking the guy in the wheelchair. I don't like confrontation, I don't like losing. And I know my limitations. I'm smart. You know, you gotta be smart nowadays. There's guys out there that will go fight people at bars that are way bigger than them, and they think they're going to win because they watch the UFC, they watch the slap boxing. You know, they even have ass-slapping boxing. It's not so much boxing, it's just these chicks slapping their butts. This is what I've been told. I've never seen it. That's disgusting. But crazy. I mean, all the sports they're coming out with. But just waiting for my guest to show up. That's what we're doing right now. Waiting for the guest to show up. I don't think he is. I really think I think he probably jumped off the bridge because, you know, maybe he's not getting gigs, and then I hit him up, and the wonderful Midnight in the Bay podcast. You know, if this podcast hits you up, you're at your lowest. You're lowest. Okay, dark. You know, this is interesting. I was in a building for work, corporate building, in some meetings, and they had a fire drill. This building's full of adults. You're having a fire drill. We're adults. We grew up doing the dumb fire drills, and you know, thought I'd graduate from that. Oh, can you proceed down the stairs outside the building? We got to practice this? Really? Huh. I tell you, you get to see everyone in the building. You're like, wow, sheesh, if I was 26 and some abs and the long hair and the convertible, yeesh. You ever do that? You ever look at someone and you're like, that could have been me? You know? That in another life. Now, the way I've lived, I know I'm coming back, you know, as an immigrant, for sure. someone was struggling, you know? My grandma is 98 years old. And the other day, my mom was limiting her with her drinks. 98 years old. Give her heroin if she wants. Put it right fucking here. You know? If I'm 98, I'm doing everything, guy. And I'm doing all the crazy Tom Cruise shit, too. I'm jumping out of airplanes. I'm running on top of trains. You got nothing to lose. All your friends are dead. Your family's busy. By then, playing virtual reality, hopping planets. Oh, yeah, you want to go see have you ever gone seeing a grandparent? It's depressing. It's fun for like 20 minutes, and then you want to just chug alcohol, right? I get it, guys, so don't come visit me, but let me do everything, right? You earned it. 98, if you make it there, put it right here, guy. Jeez, I should run for Congress. But you know what I mean? Come on. I get limiting like a 16-year-old. Hey, that's a lot. That's too many drinks, right? I work out like an elderly person. I just found this out. I've gotten to that age where I don't want to lift weights anymore. I'm lazy. Okay, we're men. We work. We eat. You know, we sleep. We shit. I don't know where I was going with that. Thank God no one's watching. I love doing live videos that no one's on. You know what I mean? That's my favorite. Less pressure. You know, honestly, I love doing the podcast usually because no one's watching. I'm recording in the studio, aka garage, and we're free. I bet you the family's listening on the side like, Jesus Christ, we're gonna have to call his mom soon. But yeah, I work out like an elderly person. I go for walks now. That's all my body can handle. I go lift weights. I'm pulling this. I'm yanking this. You know, it's not fun. It's I've tried to get back into doing the weights, and I'm lifting. You ever go with a buddy and he's squatting 500 and he's doing the bench press like look at her, woo woo woo, and I get caught up in it. First day back at the gym, I get caught up. He's like, lift this, do this. I'm not training to be RoboCop, all right? I'm just trying to get a little stronger. And this guy's, have you ever met like an older guy? There's nothing going on. He works, but somehow he's training like the world's gonna end. Like, you know, some casting director's gonna see him walking down the street. Oh man, he's fit. I want to sign him to a movie. Hey, you want to be in the next Terminator that bangs robots? You know what I mean? Some of the way these gym guys think, it really blows me away. But he's probably looking at me like, look at this tub. You know what I mean? This guy just reminds me of don't eat too much butter. You know, it's bad. It's fun. It's fun being fat. That's what I tell them. It's comfortable. Women think you're like a teddy bear. They want to hug you. You know what I mean? I grew up like that. Remember the fat kid thing? Were you ever fat? They always grab the cheek. Now you do that. That's sexual harassment. Kids have it lucky nowadays. Kids, they used to grab you by the cheek and yank you back and forth. Yeah, I know, crazy. I know you would sue them for everything they got now. I didn't know what suing was at that age. I feel like my son, he's 11, he knows what suing is. They watch the videos. Hey, I walk in, hey, what are you doing? Watching YouTube. He's watching a video a second. These guys are taking in so much information, and his brain is, I mean, he's already like an 18-year-old. I want to tell him to go work. He scratches his nuts, he's got facial hair, he's fucking 11. And it's the fucking YouTubes and all the information you get. You start growing faster. I swear to God, at 5, he was telling me how to get a wine stand out of the carpet. She's crying. I'm mad. He's like, hey, hang on a second. This is how you get it out. I'm like, what? This is crazy. You know, so information is good, but also bad. I mean, yikes. You know, you can make a bomb de deer like that in a second, right? Not good. Or you can make a fan out of the show. Let me hypnotize it. There was actually someone that used to watch this show. I don't know if they still watch this show, but they said at first, I fucking hated this guy. This is how I get everyone. You hate me at first, and then I come in and hate you. And, you know, then they start watching it, and I know I haven't been... You know, we need to get back just audio format, but okay, we're getting stupid here. This gay moment, sorry. But, you know, we feel shame. Here's the gross part, Mom, turn it off right now. We feel shame, us guys, after we jerk off, because the feeling is being sent from God, because he can see everything we're doing, and he's like, come on, this is gross. I didn't see that. I don't want to see that. Women, they never feel shame after they masturbate. They're always like, I needed that. That was my time. Wow, what a beautiful day. It's because God is heterosexual, and he doesn't send that shame. But when he sees one of those fat, bald dudes up with their legs up, oh, that shame's coming. You think there's no shame. You're like, oh my God, this is going to feel great, wonderful. Let's cover the room red. And then afterwards, you're like, oh, you're cleaning up. You know the jizz guy. You know the jizz guy. I can't get stoned and do the dishes anymore. I start doing the dishes and I'm like, this is stupid. Why don't we even use plates? I should just dig a fork into the plate of food and the... You know what I mean? My mind starts getting out of stuff. That's why I can't smoke and work. I used to be able to, or I thought I would. Oh yeah, you're driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, never become a stoner and then a driver. That's a bad idea. I remember one time I was doing a trade job and I brought the car back and it was all fucked up. And there's, you know, burn stains in the sea and the windshield wipers weren't working. And my boss came up, what the fuck, man? There's a cat on the road. What? This is Berkeley. Yeah, I got fired a lot growing up, but you know, you learn and you make mistakes, and then you don't learn, and you learn again, and you know, it's a cycle, guy. I remember, God, and I'm sharing too much, and God knows who's gonna watch this. One person, an Indian guy that liked the last video. I remember, this is weird. Maybe I shouldn't say this. This is weird. It's just a weird story. You know what I mean? I don't know why I always share, you know, too much. I remember I banged a chick. Alright, I said it. Sorry, Mom, this is weird. I banged a chick, and she didn't make a sound during it. You ever have that? Like, I'm not into this. I remember one time I had a girlfriend, she's like, well, the last guy was. I'm like, you are very lucky to be alive. Because that guy was a serial killer, dude. That guy was a serial killer. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine that? I don't want to imagine that. That guy's out there making women out of skin. I'll tell you, I know, gross, but, oh, man. Good to be alive. Good to be alive. Yes. Still waiting for the guest to come on. Don't think he's going to make it. Some songs you cannot make manly. Okay? Some songs you can't make manly. I'll give you an example. You cannot make a rap song of It's Raining Men. It's a raining man. I mean, yeah, it's raining men. Men. You know what I mean? I don't think people in the streets are going to go for that one. Right? How about this one? I don't think you can make a rap song out of this song. A remake on this one. If men did it. Girls just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. Yeah, grueling. just want to have fun. Actually, that's pretty cool. Actually, all right, all right. Well, see, that's how Rick Rubin works. He shits on something and then he says it out loud. See, this is what life's about. We're becoming geniuses now. Now I'm a music producer. Do you see what I did? We're gonna do that. Girls just want to have fun. Oh my God, we're loving life. I thought Yellowstone was an Asian show. My dad and I, we were watching TV, and an ad for dementia popped up, and a lady in the commercial goes, "I knew my mom had it because she would act confused, get mad easily, and even swear." And my dad goes, "I think I might have dementia." I go, "No, you're just an angry Italian prick." You got to believe to have a chance. I read that quote in a bathroom stall, written above a glory hole. Now let me tell you, I took that dump. That was the fastest. You ever take a scared dump? They're the fastest. There's a reason why you take a dump at home, and it takes a long time. You're shaking it. You're calling someone, right? You're twisting and shouting, right? You're calling a debt collector just to, get nervous, right? And it's not working. You take a shit in a fucking creepy stall. The floor is wet. You ever take a shit at the gym? It's the worst. The floors are wet. Why are they wet? You know what I mean? It's gross. There's guys making sounds. There's steroid needles. There's white powder. You ever see those guys in the gym? I gotta put powder on my hands and lift heavy. There's no cameras here, guy. This is not a competition. What's going on here? Oh God, this is another one. Mom, turn it off. Your dick gets sensitive with age. You have sex once and it's sore. I remember when I was younger, you could have sex for hours and everything was fine. You could twist it, you could pull it, you could fucking take a hammer to it, and, alright. I bet you there's some older guys that are going to watch this and be like, just wait till you're my age, and the thing's spraying all over the place like you got your thumb over the hose. My cat ate my food on the counter when I walked away, so I ate his food. How do you like that? I'm probably going to be sick. And just want to announce a couple shows I have. I don't know. It's on the phone I'm recording. God damn it. But you can catch me at places that I do stand-up comedy. Just check me out on here. I'm going to be, I always say I'm going to be posting more than I have. You know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be living my life, and you guys see me once in a while, or maybe a lot on here. All right, guy? It's Alex Woody. It's a podcast. The guest didn't show up. We did our best. We got a mustache. Cool hat. Yeah.